I just saw him go past me.
Oh. The program I said NBC Universal is sponsoring
Mi alkualla mot älliko vain muisteletri. Tjohkanan tavas äänen ääknaamet salli. Selkit oktasas viisodakain puhalmun kiitto. Mi kutniahti min tolunsit. Kun min äänä piekmai min muisteläämi. Kun itse puhti aina husait minne kuive. Kun päivi ja mannu letse min mainasi vanhemmat. Kun muisteläämi tjanaimin opti oappain ja veljen. Kun min muistelusa shattadetse nanu jovi hetsi. Kun mainasat kutte voikkalas vuoda. Mi aikut tuolla ja haltasit min kulttuurilas oomodaka. Kuutne jahti alkualat mut olomut ja servodakai. Kierisvuoden tiksut min arpevirulas maahtuit jienen ja kovain. Käävahi min maahtuit kulahalla luontuin ja puomi äällä. Tiksu min haavi älli kovaikun. Tiksu ja tuolla viitasäppot min mainasi. Taittakä äiläpel dekalan. Mieiku haltasi ejamme huorppi ja olmuslasvuoda tseuruvakain. Teko alkaala muka älli kovai muisteleemi.
We, the indigenous green storytellers, united in this northern corner of our mother, the earth, in a great assembly of wisdom, we declare to all nations, we glory in our past, when our earth was nurturing our oral traditions, when night sky evoked the visions of our dreams, when sun and the moon were our parents in stories told, when storytelling made us all brothers and sisters, when our stories brought forth great chiefs and leaders, when justice was upheld in the stories told. We will hold and manage Indigenous cultural and intellectual property, ensure our continued recognition as primary guardians and interpreters of our culture. We will respect Indigenous individuals and communities. We will faithfully preserve our traditional knowledge with sound and image. We will use our skills to communicate with nature and all living things. And we will heal our wounds through screen storytelling. We will preserve and pass on our stories to those not yet born. We will manage our own destiny and maintain our humanity and pride as Indigenous peoples through screen storytelling.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Marcia Nickerson, and I'm the chair of the Board of Imaginative. And I would officially like to welcome you all to the 15th Annual Imaginative Film and Media Arts Festival. I'd like to start by acknowledging the territory of the Mississaugas of the New Credit and the Haudenosaunee, on whose territory we celebrate this evening and this weekend. And the lovely opening that you just witnessed was a performance of in Sami and English of the Declaration of Indigenous Cinema. And our performers were Anna Lila Utsi and Osa Sima. And thank you very much. It was beautiful. Every year I get 2 minutes to say thank you to everybody, and this is a huge milestone for us. And I've looked up in the dictionary many times synonyms for fantastic, fabulous, hardworking, diligent, creative, inspiring, because that's what our staff and our board and our volunteers are. Those are the only words I have. There's like, I say the same words every year and I have to just make up, keep looking in the dictionary for new ones, but a big thanks to all of our staff and board as well for putting on this incredible event. Of course, the festival would not be possible without our sponsors and their generosity. So first, I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Bell Media, and he'll be up here shortly to say a couple of words, and with that, that's it. It says get off stage now. That's it, that's all I got. I would like to introduce Jessica Fleming, our development manager, and so she can thank everyone for their contribution.
Hi everyone. Welcome to our quinceañera, our 15th anniversary festival. Every year I say that we work with the absolute best sponsors and supporters in the world, and every year we get bigger and brighter and more amazing. So thank you so much from all of us at Imaginative for your constant commitment to our festival and to Indigenous arts. Thank you. We can applaud. We are extremely proud to welcome back our presenting sponsor, Bell Media. I'd like to say a special thank you to Bianca Rhino, Duyi Liu, and Matthew Garrow, and to the many others at Bell Media who believe in Imaginative. Bell Media has been supporting us for the last 7 years, and I'm so happy to announce that they will be coming back for another 6 years as our presenting sponsor. like to acknowledge the return of our platinum sponsor, NBC Universal. NBC has committed to being our fabulous opening night screening presenter, not just for this year, but for next year as well. So thank you to NBC Universal. And we want to extend warmest thanks to our gold sponsors, including APTN, our awards show presenter, RBC, our opening night party presenter, and our storytellers screening presenter, as well as TD Bank, our festival hub presenter. Usually I say, we'll hold our applause till the end, but why? Let's clap all the time. A big thanks to our silver sponsors, Global Toronto, our closing night screening presenter, the Canada Media Fund, presenter of our International Delegates Reception, the Harold Greenberg Fund, presenter of our Industry Series, Casino Rama, sponsor of our outreach buses, Air Canada, our first ever app sponsor and sponsor of the new Audience Choice Award, for which you can vote throughout the entire festival, as well as CBC and Loft 404, our silver people. Thanks also to our bronze sponsors, Slate Music, Urban Post Production, who produced our incredible trailers, the Ontario Media Development Corporation, who sponsor our micro meetings, Super Channel, our birthday party co-presenter, TVO, the Canadian Media Production Association, and the Directors Guild of Canada, or DGC Ontario. And I'd also like to take a moment to, well, let's clap for the applause. I get 7 minutes, so I use it for clapping mostly. I'd like to take a moment to thank the festival's key public funders who are extremely generous and supportive of Imaginative year over year. Canadian Heritage, the Canada Council for the Arts, the Ontario Arts Council, the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Sports, Toronto Arts Council, Telefilm Canada, and Newsway Week Aboriginal Employment and Training. Thank you to them. And a giant thank you, Marcy Miigwech, as well to our valued community partners, our mentorship partners, media partners, our hotel partner, hospitality partners, foundations, and of course you, our very good-looking individual donors. Thank you. This year we have over 70 different festival sponsors, which is an unprecedented number of supporters. So it is with sincere thanks and gratitude. Oh God, I'm sorry, it happens over here. Okay, well, it's sincere that I acknowledge all of these incredible partners. So please join me in giving a warm round of applause for all of these supporters and sponsors and partners. Thank you. I'd like to invite now Sarah Fowley, the Director of Comedy at Bell Media, to come up and say a few words.
Hello, it's my honor to be here representing Bell Media, which is a large media company that also owns the Comedy Network, HBO, TMN, CTV, Space, channels like that. And I'm really happy to be here for a lot of different reasons. One, I'm happy to be here because I was here in, I think, 2010 when Boy premiered here. And I loved it. And I never forgot it. And so I was very happy this year when I was asked to come and represent Bell Media. I was like, what's the film? And they told me, and I was like, yes! So I was psyched. And I'm also really happy because I'm here with my sister Hannah, and we used to come to the theater when we were little and sneak in and watch vampire movies. So that's good. One of the reasons we sponsor this festival is also for selfish reasons, because we're always looking to work with creative folks, filmmakers, writers, producers, directors, whether it's television properties or developing shows or shorts, whatever. So they have my email. And I represent the comedy side of things at Bell Media, but we also do drama, factual, documentaries. So hit us up. And so on behalf of Bell Media, enjoy the night, and it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. I'd like to invite now Jason Ryle, our Executive Director.
Hello, everyone. Oh my God, there's a lot of you there. Hi, you all got tickets, yay! Thank you for your patience. And again, welcome to the 15th Festival. It's really exciting. I want to thank our elder, Gloria Harris, who opened the festival this afternoon at the Welcome Gathering with a prayer. Thank you, Gloria. Yes. And at the Welcome Gathering, I said, 9 months ago in January, I told all the staff that we're officially pregnant, and now here we are about to give birth to the festival. And we're very excited at the film that we're going to play tonight. Over the past 15 years, and even before, there have been thousands of people who contributed to what this festival has become. And I want to thank you all as well for supporting this festival time and time again, year after year. It's truly extraordinary to have your support and your kindness and your friendship. So thanks again for coming. Applause for you. We of course have a very full lineup of the festival for you this year. We strongly encourage you to get your tickets early for anything that you'd like to get. Download our free app for Android and iPhone. It has all the latest information and truly is the best way to stay connected with any changes or updates and what's going on throughout the festival. Also our website, and after today we're going to be moving all our screenings to the TIFF Bell Lightbox, of course, where we'll have the info booth at the festival in the lobby Lightbox to answer any of the questions that you might have about anything that's going on in the festival. Tag us, please. Follow us on Facebook at Imaginative, #IN15, which is sort of everything. Also, please fill out the audience survey that we have. This is really important for us in terms of getting your feedback in terms of what you like, what you don't like, where you see some positive changes looking forward for future years. And also, for full completed surveys, you're eligible to win an iPad mini as the main prize, which is very exciting and good incentive for you, I hope, to fill out the forms. Please also remember and tell everyone that you know that all screenings starting tomorrow until the end of the festival before 6 p.m. are free to elders, students with valid ID, and the underemployed. So it's a great way for people to really access all the incredible programming that we have this year. And on top of that, all our regular screenings are only $7, so it's really one of the best deals in town to see some of the most incredible, amazing work this planet has to offer. I will go through just a couple of highlights for the festival this year. I said please check out the programming. It's all in there. Of course, it's our 15th anniversary, as you very well know. And we have several special 15th anniversary programs peppered throughout the festival on every single day. And at each of these screenings, or events, we'll be giving out some prizes at these. So please come to one, come to all, for a chance to see, for an opportunity to see some great work, but also a chance to win some prizes. Our 15th special programming begins tomorrow with the Wapikoni 10 ans for 10 years, a program curated by Caroline Monet in celebration of Wapikoni Mobile's 10th anniversary. It's also going to be our very first all French language program. We'll have devices for simultaneous translation into English, of course. And on Friday, we have the Indigitalks Following That Moment, curated by Lisa Myers, which again is a great look at some works from the 1990s that led up to the founding of Imaginative, and Lisa did a fantastic job with that program. On Saturday, we have the Storyteller screening, which is the one featuring Maria Campbell, Shane Belcourt, Joseph Boyden, and Terrell Calder. And this one will definitely sell out, so please do get your tickets early for that. And later on Saturday night, we have Imaginative's 15th birthday party, which is our celebration this year, featuring DJ Bear Witness of A Tribe Called Red, Chris Dirksen, and Red Pepper Spectacle Art. So it's going to be a great party. Come out and enjoy us. It goes from 9 until 1 p.m., so it's a bit 1 hour earlier, just so everyone knows. And then finally, ending the festival, we're very pleased to present the closing night screening of The Embargo Collective 2, which is a commission of 5 short films. It's going to be truly extraordinary. I have to confess, I purposely have not seen these films, which were commissioned for us, because the first Embargo back in 2009 was one of the most special experiences I've had as Imaginative. and I really want to capture that feeling of being a spectator again at the festival, which is very rare in my line of work. So I'm looking forward to that, and please join us. And throughout the festival, of course, I mean, there's all these types of screenings, film and video works, audio and media works, and our exhibitions that take place at 401 Richmond Street West. I want to thank our incredible board of directors, of course, our staff, all our sponsors, and I also want to just give a big round of applause from all of you guys to the people in our red Imaginative t-shirts, who are the volunteers. So this film that you're about to see is eligible for our very first Air Canada Audience Choice Award. You all received a ballot coming in, a little piece of paper with 1 through 5. So 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest. All you simply do is just tear the ballot, and once you leave the cinema, there'll be volunteers collecting it, so please deposit into the box. The winner of the audience choice, your choice, receives a $1,000 cash prize, which is really phenomenal. Also, after the screening, our new programmer for this year, Ariel Smith, will be joining director Taika Waititi and producer Chelsea Winstanley for Q&A, so please stay tuned for that. After everything is done, we have our after party at the Everly on King Street West. Details on our app and in our catalog. And there will be a couple of free school buses, actually, leaving at 9:10, 9:20, and 9:30 sharp, just outside of the Strip. I'm also very pleased to announce officially that What We Do in the Shadows will have a national Canadian release on February the 13th, 2015. Finally, I'm very happy to extend truly one of this festival's favorite filmmakers. We've shown his work over the past. Some of you, of course, were here for Boy when it opened in 2010. And we're incredibly excited to have What We Do in the Shadows co-director Taika Waititi.
It's really good to be here. Noticing, I don't think that's close enough. For the people sitting at the back, it's just easier to look at the real person. It's closer in the concert. Sorry, Tanish. I've already criticized the festival. I've already ruined it for everyone. I'll just introduce this and leave. In February 2012, Jermaine and I, we received a very strange letter indeed from the New Zealand Documentary Board. It was written very hastily on a piece of paper. This is it. This is the actual letter. And it looked, at the time, like it was written about 5 minutes ago. It reads, Dear Taika and Jermaine, we at the New Zealand Documentary Board are huge fans. You, Jermaine, for your awesome performance as an alien hell-bent on revenge in Men in Black 3. And Taika, for your awesomely believable portrayal of a waiter in that butter ad for our national butter in 1996. In light of your twofold achievements, we think you would be perfect to make a documentary about a certain subculture of Wellington's nightlife. These people, he drew two hands like that. Doesn't know about the actual, that's just these people will not meet you during the hours of daylight, i.e. daytime. To ask them to do so cause great offense to their culture. And being Māori, you know about people offending your culture. I laughed on that, you did. You must wear crucifixes at all times. And I repeat, all times. Or if you can't afford a crucifix, at least clothes with crucifixes on them. Like Ed Hardy clothes. Pizzas, pastas, and other garlic-based foods, pretty much anything Italian, must be avoided. And it is highly advised that none of your film crew are virginal. That means virgins, guys. So please make sure that they've all done it. Also, try not to bleed around them too much. Do not ignore these instructions. Your mortal lives depend on it. We have included within these reference materials one copy of Bram Stoker's book, Dracula, which Jermaine and I read cover to cover. Not the inside bits, just the two covers. One copy of the DVD Blade 1, and one copy of the DVD Blade 3, sorry, Blade 2 was out. It's the most popular one. We would be stoked, he said 3 O's, stoked if you guys would accept this awesome opportunity. One more thing I need to tell you. The subjects are actually oh, wait, one of them is behind me. Oh, look, he's killing me. And then the pen just trailed off like that. Well, as you can imagine, we were intrigued. So, and as two of New Zealand's, we are basically New Zealand's most famous documentary filmmakers. Name 2 others. We never back down from a challenge, so we decided to take it on. And we discovered the subjects were vampires, living in the suburbs of Wellington, New Zealand. Well, we were petrified. Jermaine was scared, I was interested. And we went over with our cameras and our crew and we didn't know what to expect. We got to know the guys and we fell in love. We absolutely fell in love with those vampires. And I guess that's one thing this film will teach you, is a bit about tolerance, acceptance, and that just basically vampires are okay. So I hope that's what you take away with you. One of the questions we asked ourselves when we were filming this was, who are the actual vampires? Are the actual vampires the vampires in front of us that we're filming? Of course, obviously, yeah, because they're vampires. But also, are we the vampires, the filmmakers? And our cameras are like fangs, sinking our fangs into their lives and drawing their stories out of them. I think their essence for our own personal use, to give ourselves immortality as filmmakers. Or, this actually sounds deep, or is it you? Are you the vampires with your appetite for story and for Indigenous films about New Zealand vampires? Are you the ones who are sucking out stories from the screen? You come here with your insatiable appetite for story. That is definitely one of the questions we asked ourselves. That's what I want you to think about when you watch this. It's a raw, unflinching, it doesn't flinch. You throw popcorn, it won't flinch. It's harrowing, draw a visceral, I don't even know what visceral means, but an account of these people's lives, and it will leave you scarred, but it's necessary. Sometimes scars are necessary. They make you look tough. Please enjoy the film, and I'll be back afterwards to talk about it. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Wasn't that great? Thank you so much for coming out tonight. My name is Ariel Smith. I'm a filmmaker and a video artist, and I'm thrilled and honored this year to have been invited to join Imaginative on the programming team. So very happy to be here. So we're going to do a brief Q&A, and we are fortunate enough to have the director, of course, Taika Waititi, and producer Chelsea Winstanley here. So I'll invite you guys to come up, and we'll do a bit of Q&A. So if there's questions right off the bat, we can get, there's volunteers that will run mics to you. Does anybody have a question right away?
You can just yell out as well,
Yeah. Somebody right here.
or sign. How much blood did we use? Approximately 45 gallons. I don't know what a gallon is.
Donated. Donated.
Blood, just blood.
It's human blood. Donated. Students.
A lot of,
volunteers.
A lot of interns and students died in the making of this film. And there was a big thank you list at the end of the year that you saw.
I gave up blood. I gave up.
Even everyone gave up blood.
I think we've got another question here.
Hi. I don't know if you talked about it earlier, but I showed up a little bit late. Where was the inspiration for this movie?
Well, if this was a fiction, the inspiration I think would have been just from growing up watching lots of horror films when I was a kid in the 80s. And Jermaine and I both really love horror films and vampires, and we think that there's been there's a lot of irresponsibility on behalf of the Twilight franchise, especially in basically in the vampire community. There have been a lot of deaths, unnecessary deaths, because vampires have seen Twilight and have the misinformation that it's okay to go out in the sunlight because you will sparkle, and it's simply not the case.
Thank you. So we'll take from there.
How did you guys choose which vampires you would play? Did you guys decide on the ones you liked the most, or?
Well, I think that my vampires, if I was to play that character.
Wait, look at his clothes now. Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm probably more flamboyant of the bunch. I think obviously I'm more like the Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt vampire. So it just makes sense for me to be the kind of interview with vampire type. And Basically what happened was like Jermaine and I and Johnny, plays the third vampire, we came up with this idea about 10 years ago. But we didn't really know what we were going to do. We made a short film that just to test out the characters and everything. And I went first and I just did that character. And then Jermaine was second, and I think he just really liked Dracula. I think he just really liked Gary Oldman. And so he did that character, and then the only obvious choice left was a sort of Lost Boys, Venice Beach vampire. And that was going to be Johnny.
I have a question. I wanted to ask about, I think sometimes there's an expectation for Indigenous filmmakers to create work that has sort of overtly Indigenous content or themes. And I was wondering about making something like this, if you received any pushback at all, or how you navigated that, or if it was not an issue at all.
Well, yeah, the Māori Vampire Society in Wellington went that impressed.
Okay.
Oh, they would just give us so much shit.
Yeah.
They would like a sequel just basically only about them.
Yeah.
So then they'll be happy.
Having the traditions on film and stuff is controversial.
Well, I heard someone talk about that. They were like, oh yeah, actually bro, there's some, if you look back, there's some traditional stories about Māori vampires. Yeah, we also had vampires in our culture. But we thought about it and I can't see how that's true. Well, it's just, it doesn't seem, because in the old days, you see, like people would like eat each other's like heads, and like that's way scarier than just a guy biting your neck. So, like, why would you even think up something like a vampire when that's like the worst thing in the world that can happen to you?
Are there any other questions?
Sorry, the mic, with the mic right here. Yeah, I'll get over in a second.
Who's this?
This is the latest vampire.
Thank you, Imaginative. Just giving kids away, so awesome. Ah,
That's where babies.
is this the audience award? So nice of you.
How did you film this without cracking up laughing?
We didn't.
They don't find themselves that funny.
Well, we basically the whole film is improvised, and it's not a good idea, by the way. For those of you who want to make a film, don't do that, because we ended up with about 150 hours of footage, and don't upstage me. And as a result, it took about 14 months to edit the whole film, and so it took a long time, but yeah, I mean, a lot of the footage we couldn't use because we were laughing. Yes, next.
If you have all of Peter's ashes, won't he be able to regenerate, or how long's that?
Finally, a serious question. Yeah, look, it's more than likely that Peter will regenerate, knowing him. It's just the kind of shit he will pull.
Is there a question up top there? Maybe we could, somebody has one, shout it out.
Is there going to be a sequel?
No. It took us 10 years to make this. It's not a waste of my time.
It's about the werewolves.
Yeah, the werewolves. We're thinking about it. Thinking about following the werewolves. Would you see what we do in the moonlight? Oh, well, cool. Imaginative 25.
I see another one up top there if you want to yell it out. Yeah, you.
Did you see any
as I say, it's about tolerance, you know. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think seriously, when we made the short film version of this thing, it was 10 years ago. No, 2 people leaving. They're bored. And rightly so. But we went into town one night just to test out these characters, and we were dressed up all in the frilly shirts, looking like Prince and his band. And like, we all went down to Courtney Place, like Main Street in Wellington, and it was a rugby night. And I don't know if you guys, I mean, a lot of people overseas think New Zealand is like this really like lovely green, clean green place, and everyone's just really happy, but it's really super racist, and like, well, the lakes are all dirty and shit, and it's like, it's a really horrible place to live.
Talk about the film, not about the environment there.
Yeah, well, you know, it's natives and rivers and shit. No, but we went downtown and dressed like that, and every like sort of 10 meters, I don't know what you said, meters or feet, whatever, 10 meters, all you heard was just like, oh, those homos, oh, those fags, and like this is like directed at us pretty much for like 100, 200 meters of just like walking down this main street, and we were really depressed because we were just dressed like Tom Cruise in an interview with a vampire. And then we went back when we shot the feature film in 2012, and don't look at it. And we couldn't find. We thought, oh, we'll restage it, because this was like real people were like, you know, throwing these homophobic slurs at us. And we went back when we filmed the feature, and we were trying to get that same feel, because we were like, oh, it's like, you know, it could be kind of funny. And we couldn't find a single person who would do that. And we even asked this kid, there's one kid in there who calls us homos, and we had to ask him, and he was like, oh man, why would I do that? Why would I call you guys home? That's such a nasty thing to say to someone. And
The moral of the story is New Zealand has grown up.
New Zealand is a really great place for gay-looking vampires.
I think we've got time for one more question. Is there
Split
one?
into 5 people.
Yeah. Somebody have something that they're...
Who had the biggest fans?
Biggest pants.
Fangs.
Oh, fangs.
Come on, tell me who had the
Odd
biggest
question,
one.
but I'll answer it. I had the biggest friend of my pants. No idea. No idea. Peter had the most fangs.
Okay, well...
Is that the last question? No. We've got to open it up.
What was your favorite joke in the movie?
I don't want to ask. No. Okay, my favorite joke? I don't know. All my ones.
How was Peter Jackson involved in the film?
Oh, Peter Jackson, how was he involved? Are you referring to just because he was thanked at the end of the film?
Yep.
That's just the law in New Zealand. If you do anything, thanks, PJ. When she was born, we had to write it. Thanks, PJ, for allowing us to birth. I was going to sit here now with my family. You guys can go. We can play with the microphones.
You keep asking more questions.
Well, I think we have to wrap up now.
Why do we have
Thank
to
you
wrap
for
up?
a stimulating question and answer period.
Thank you. By the way, two things. This is Chelsea Winstanley's, actually the producer of the film. And she's also the mother of my child.
You feel sorry for me, don't you?
I think that there are many women who are really sad now. And then secondly, Jermaine could not be here tonight. Sadly and tragically, he died while making the film. He was torn apart by some zombies when he went off trying to film their activities. So I'd like to dedicate tonight to the memory of Jermaine Clement, and on that note, I hope we can all go and have a bit of a boogie in his name at the next venue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,